Good morning, YouTube. Today we're trying to get some cars out of the shop and convert it into manuals.
So are you recording all of the nefarious activities?
If you're new to the channel, my name is Dan and we are at our dealership NG Supercars, and this building is the Stub. This is our headquarters, and Josh is playing with electricity.
I'm just checking this battery because we just had a weird thing happen on this car, so.
Yeah, so we've been trying to get this car out the door for a while now. It keeps giving us, like, every time we think it's done, something else comes up. So we first thought we had it done, then the fuel pump died. We had to get a tune. We replaced the window switches. Now we think maybe the battery's dead or dying because it just does some weird, it was running and it literally just shut off, and it gave us a code about what was it, like the CAN bus failure?
No, it said lost communication with TCM.
There you go. So that's kind of weird. I think the battery's toast, which causes all sorts of weird problems in this. We're gonna get this car out of here. It's already been bought and paid for, so it's got new tires. Yeah, we did a ton of stuff to this thing. They're gonna have a hell of a car. They're gonna be happy with it. We want it to go out in a good condition. At the same time, we're also working on converting that 430 into a manual. So we have it part of the way done. We are waiting for some parts to arrive. They're supposed to be shipping out and hopefully get here soon. And then we can get that thing done. And you guys can see that glorious thing once it's all set with the manual transmission. And if you didn't know, we also got another 430 that just came in. And this one's got carbon fiber seats. Oh, so good. So very good. And yes, again, we are going to convert this into a manual. And we're also going to convert that one over there, that 360, it's hiding way at the corner. That one's also going to be manual. So we've got quite a bit of work cut out for us. It's going to be busy. So like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell. So let's see what we can get done today and hopefully say goodbye to this car. It needs to go away. Oh shit, there it is. Tower is in, cables inside the car are connected. And we just got the butt plug in. Butt plug is actually very difficult.
I found a little secret to get that plug seated in there.
Yeah, it worked a lot better this time.
Yeah, we're slowly learning.
We're not gonna tell you our secrets. You gotta buy a kit from us.
We have competition now.
Yeah, there's competition, so we can't give away secrets. We gotta be all covert and stuff. All right, we're gonna raise the car up and put on the outer shift box and get the shift cables connected. We're waiting on the block off kit for the F1 system, so we can't totally undo all that yet. The clutch line we can run and that stuff.
I think we're gonna take the cat out this time.
Yeah, I think
to
that's
do all
easier.
that just so that it's out of the way. It makes it easier.
Yeah. All right, we'll raise this thing up. All right, YouTube, I pulled out the X-pipe and just kind of moved the cat out of the way so I can get the squid out. So the squid's the hydraulic actuator to shift the car. So we're gonna pull that off and put on the manual actuator. And Josh is having a riot on the Honda sport bike thing. Sometimes we have a good time here at work. So the other thing we started working on is Project Unpimp My Ride.
So this stuff, I don't know how it's attached. I'm a little worried, honestly. This I'm really worried about.
Yeah.
And
this black stuff.
This I'm really worried about. The decals and stuff I'm not really worried about. All the
Yeah.
stuff on the front is easy. This, I don't know what this is.
It looks like PPF.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, just dirt?
Probably just.
Oh, there's another layer? What the hell?
Looks like they paint repaired it or something. We'll
I
have
don't
to figure that out.
Sanded or something?
I mean, I
Whatever.
expected some weird stuff. So I'm gonna start and see if I can get these strips off. I got our heat gun here.
Yeah. And a plastic tool.
Okay.
I hope that's an indicator of how this project's gonna go. Maybe a little more heat. Ooh, just in case.
Just in case, I don't want to do anything. I'm surprised. I was really worried about this.
Yay!
Hey. Who wants that?
All right, first person to share this video on Facebook.
I don't even want to spend the money to ship that to somebody.
All right, fine. We won't ship unless, you know what? Maybe we'll ship all the black trim as one. If someone really wants it.
wants it, you can have it.
You gotta at least do something for. Oh. That's mostly coming off.
Alright, let me heat this up a little.
While Josh is working on that, got this guy out of the way. And here is the squid. Oh, yeah, need to disconnect the wiring harness for it, but ta-da!
This came off, or is coming off very easy, thank God.
Oh, spoke too soon.
I got a little excited and went too fast.
All right, got the squid off, cleaned up the surface. We have to remove that stud, and I believe these 3 studs. So be really careful. Last time we snapped a stud and had to drill it out. It was a total nightmare. I'm going to be very, very careful. Oh, yeah, you know what? I think we might have to pull that stud too. Yeah. Damn. What in God's green earth is
Looks
that?
like they were, one of those black things was covering that up. So it looks like there's like a rock chip or something there. But other than that, it came off okay. This will clean off.
That might be in the PPF.
No, I think it actually is like,
Oh.
it like cracked the paint or something underneath the PPF.
okay.
I think he like put a hole there and like, we're gonna have to take the bottom off or probably take the trunk out, the front
Get
out
these
to
wires?
figure out where those wires go so I can unhook everything.
I wonder how many hours he spent working on this thing.
I don't know, but
A lot.
there's a lot of zip ties and
Bubble gum.
I don't get it.
Okay.
I don't get it. Look what's under this. There's 3 pieces of Velcro with a piece of
A battery terminal cover?
a battery terminal cover that was hot glued. This is like has like silicone on it, and then if you look underneath, there's like a corded something or other.
What the hell is that?
Not only is it double-sided tape, it's epoxied on there too. So this thing's gonna need a massive paint correction. And we took this off, and it's not looking good.
Yeah, that paint.
It looks like he tried to paint it and then sanded it and was like, oh, I'm just going to put a vinyl wrap over it because I messed it up. So I don't know what we're going to do about this. Hopefully our body guy, I don't think it's into the paint.
Oh, it's just on the.
I think it's just the
on the
clear.
clear.
So maybe he can come in and wet sand this a few times and buff it and hopefully it'll be okay.
Does it carry on here?
I'm sure it does.
Shit.
We'll find out as soon as I get this off.
Yeah. Oh boy.
This is a bit, this is,
It's a pain in the ass.
yeah, dude, it's just
Oh,
so
man.
much glue and like, I'm trying to be really careful because I don't want to mess up the paint.
Yeah, yeah. It's the problem. It's gonna take forever.
Yeah.
While Josh is working on that, I am removing studs. So, super exciting stuff here.
This thing's pissing me off. It's so. Can't even. Look, just for example. There's silver tape over the paddle. Alright, so there's. And he put a button on there or something. I don't even know what this is.
And the Cavallino.
Then we have the paddle extenders, and they're just on there with. They're glued on there with a shit ton of black silicone.
Oh my god. Yeah. What the hell?
Look.
Oh wow. Oh my god.
It's a good thing we don't need these paddles anymore.
No, I'll say. Oh dude, and the button.
The start button I took off, it was just glued on there with
black silicone.
black silicone, like engine gasket maker or whatever.
Oh my god. Oh hey, I can help. Here.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Ta-da. The carnage.
Who wants a dash cam?
Oh, look at dash cam. And the super useful Garmin.
Yeah, the Garmin. Who wants the Garmin? Anybody?
You gotta earn it. All right. How about this? We gotta give away something cool. We'll give away this. All right. You gotta share this video on Facebook. Send us a screenshot.
Here you go.
Oh, Garmin. That'll be the next video. All right. You gotta share this video on Facebook. Like, share, and subscribe. Send us a screenshot. First person to do that, you win this thing. It's glorious. Make sure you remind us what thing we're giving
Have
you.
both of them.
Okay, fine. We'll give them both.
What if they actually want to use them?
Really?
All right, I got those off the dash without messing the dash up.
Yay! Oh, yeah. Dash looks
You
good.
Put some conditioner on there and it should be okay.
Sweet. One small victory.
All right, we're inside here, and I just had to show you guys this because it's pretty funny. There's a piece of like radiator hose that's siliconed onto this to hold this in place. There was another piece behind it that I pulled out, and there was so many of these things plugged in, like they're just everywhere.
All right, YouTube, I'm gonna head home for the day. Got it partially mounted. So we got some of the shift box mounted. I gotta get some new bolts. Those bolts weren't the right bolts for this piece right here. No big deal though. We'll get it situated. And we'll keep working on it tomorrow, so we'll see you tomorrow.
The next day.
Good morning, YouTube. It's the next day. Still working on the conversion. Gotta install the bracket where you mount the shift cables. Still don't have the right bolts for that one piece. Those are supposed to come in tomorrow. So I might try and find some locally because I kind of want to get this thing going. But either way, we don't have the full kit yet still. It should be here soon. So let's see what we can get done today. So yes, we're still waiting on the bolts for that, but this guy gets mounted up here, like so or something. Anyway, we'll get it mounted and connect the cables. All right, I got some bolts for that, so we mounted up that little, I don't know, bracket, whatever you want to call it. Got the cables sitting here. I have not connected them to the linkage yet. So what I want to do is, so you can see this one goes forward and backwards, and this one goes left and right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it into 5th gear, and then I'm going to manually put the transmission into 5th gear, and then that should be able to set that alignment and at least get it close enough for now. Cambio Manuale now has a tool to adjust it, but we don't have the tool here yet. So once we get that, we'll use that on the next conversion, and it supposedly adjusts everything perfectly first try, like magic. So that's exciting, and I can't wait to try that. All right, YouTube, I'm getting better at this. It only took me about an hour, and look at... Oh yeah, got all the gears. Well, of course, we need to actually run the car, and usually it's off by 1 or 2 turns once we actually start the car up, but hey, pretty damn close. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is change out the the engine mounts. They're right there. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but they're kind of squished, so that's a bad sign. They should not be squished. When they get squished, it starts rattling and making all sorts of vibrations. So here's what they look like when they're in good condition. You can see there's a big gap right here on the square, between the square and the base. I'll show you what it looks like when we get the old ones out. So we got the trans jack on the engine, and we jack up the engine a little bit, pull out these bolts, and get these things out of here. Oh, and one thing to note, these bolts and nuts are not reusable. So when you pull off the old ones, throw them away. They are useless. If you have this bolt sitting there on the ground, it's probably impossible to tell on the video, but it's actually oblong, and it destroys the threads as it goes on, so it cannot be undone easily. So basically, you're going to use an impact gun and all of your might to get these things off. All right, so there's the bolt for the old one, and it's maybe hard to see, but the threads are chewed up starting about there all the way down. So that's where this nut was. It totally destroyed those threads. See? Don't reuse those. Oh, and by the way, this nut is actually directional. So that is also important. Good engine mount, bad engine mount.
I'm bad Ash, and you're good Ash. You're goody little two-shoes.
See how it's all squished? Also, here's another telltale sign. Rawr! It wants to talk to you. Hello. Hello. I've been trying to reach you about your car's warranty. Looks like Josh has a
The more I get into this, the worse it is.
What's
So
going on?
check this out. This had like 10, I'm not kidding you, 10 zip ties on this radiator thing. So I
What's
pull
a
it,
radiator hose?
but it's filled with silicone.
What?
And it's like, he wanted it bigger, so he made a big one out of 2.
Okay.
And it's covering up all of these wires, which I have no idea what they do. And they're all wrapped in electrical tape. And he's got these wires everywhere and so many zip ties on everything.
Josh has more good news.
I unraveled that wasp nest looking thing. Check this out. This is the actual factory battery terminal. It was wrapped in electrical tape, and he attached a wire to the old one and ran it back to the battery.
What? That's a
And look,
fire hazard.
I still haven't even got all the zip ties off. There's 2 more here and 2 more here, and I've taken like...
So all the power of the car is running through that little teeny wire.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And he had, yeah. It's,
Oh my god.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
Ferrari approved.
AutoZone approved.
Yeah, not even AutoZone approved.
Yeah,
Like,
even AutoZone's like, yo,
Yeah.
we didn't have anything to do with this.
Yeah.
All right, YouTube. Fresh engine mounts are in. Let me tell you, changing out the engine mounts while this thing is on a 2-post lift is so much easier than doing it on the ground. It's the first time I've ever gotten to do it on a 2-post lift. I like this. This is much better. All right, so we're kind of at a holding pattern. We need to get the stub out kit for removing the squid lines. So you have to detach all these lines and cap it all off. So until we have that kit, I can't get rid of this thing. We leave the E-diff in because we are doing an E-diff in on this car, so we don't touch any of these lines. And we leave in the F1 pump up there. So I have my clutch line run into the frunk, but we still don't have the clutch. So we're kind of at the next holding point. Unfortunately, there's not really anything else I can do yet. So I guess that does it for this video. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Check out normalguysupercar.com and NG Supercars. We do appreciate your guys' support. We'll have this thing done in the next video. I promise you, we will see you then. It's going to be sweet.